Is that there? Is there something like this best behavior?
We're always on our best. We just have to remind ourselves.
Very good. All right, we are already on record. So best behavior we are showing. Actually, it's SDC Rhythm XP. We show best behavior here now.
It's our goal.
Almost a complete lineup. Almost. We are missing one. Just, well, let's start this one. Everybody knows Johnny Claus. Everybody knows Johnny Claus. Chris Webb. And the new guy on the block, Steve Lufek. We'll get to that in a second. Keith is missing, but it doesn't matter because the most important guy is here anyway. Charlie's here. Charlie's here, so all good, all good. What happened? Keith, we're missing you too.
We love you, Keith.
So Keith has more important things to do. I hear there's an anniversary or something, or
He's back in
marriage.
a reserve, and then he has plans for his girlfriend's birthday.
Oh, birthday. Okay,
We let them.
we allow that
We
as
allow
an
it.
excuse.
You know.
Yeah. Fine. All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about actually. You are in training, and today I got lucky because it's windy and we can start NSL live talk a little earlier than usual. I have to wait normally until Rhythm is done with their 30 jumps per day, and then it's getting dark and they're all tired and nobody wants to do it anymore.
We've done this before, haven't we?
Yeah, Doug. How many times have we done this before? And how many times at this place?
I don't know. We'll be like, hey, you want to go to the normal spot? Like, all right, let's go to that table over there. Too many times to count.
But I think we began probably in, when was BTSV? When again was that?
2008, 9.
And we had NSL live talk already by then, believe it or not. So we've been doing this for, and at least once a year we have done this, I would guess. Whether it was Turbo or
PTSD, Turbo,
Rhythm, all of that.
14 years.
And the Rhythm talks were mostly here at this table. Because we had Scott of Sebastian, right? So you're home,
Winter home.
winter home.
This is our first training camp here for this winter season. Yeah, first jumping into the
Yeah, so that's topic number one, I guess. Please introduce your new team member, teammate, and then also what kind of sets are we gonna have this year?
It's not just staying the same. Yeah, we went through that. This is Steve Lufek, and he is the newest member of SDC Rhythm XP. And he's fine in the point slot with me on top.
Nice to meet you.
You as well.
And let me see. So Carl was point two. Right? Okay. So that was. Did you recruit after the slot or after? What are the components of the?
Honestly, the slot really doesn't take much consideration in recruitment. It's more about the want, the drive, skill, ability, all those things. The willingness to commit to it as well. We're very busy. We train quite a bit, so I think a lot of people don't understand really how much it is. And so that understanding of that and the willingness to commit to that.
So you sold house and cars and family doesn't exist anymore. So you can.
Yeah, everything as appropriately that I could do. Yeah, everything to make it work.
Well, yeah, tell us a little bit about because it's quite interesting. I asked him a few questions before we started this year. It's the first time actually that we talk more than whatever, maybe a higher. So yeah, so you have a pretty interesting skydiving and now forward career behind you. Give us a little bit, in a nutshell, the history of your.
I started skydiving first in 2003 at Skydive, it was Free Fall Adventures, but Skydive Krusty's in New Jersey. jumped for about 2 or 3 years, and I took about 6 years away from skydiving. And then I've been jumping pretty constantly since 2012.
Why did you take such a long break, if I may ask?
Just time and place wasn't fully into it, or at the time just wasn't right for me. And felt better, step away for a bit, and then I realized that I missed it dearly and came back in with everything I got.
And you started at cross-skis, you say, and you ended up with cross-skis because at the national
Yes.
you were jumping with a team from the cross-skis.
Yes. Yeah, we had the CK Flying Dogs in advance this year. Teammates with Dave Grabowski, Andrea Van Heerden, and Christy Amantes.
Yeah, and you would not just get into a lineup like this without coming from nowhere. So they knew you from somewhere. So how did you build up your reputation to be recruited by Dave Grabowski and Andre Van Heerden?
I was fortunate enough that the first team I was on, Grabowski was actually our coach.
Aha. Which was
Blood on the Glass. It was an indoor tunnel team.
oh, that was probably in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
New Hampshire. Yeah, I think I know this now. I look it up. I find videos. I find everything.
Blood on the
Blood on the
glass.
glass, yes.
Okay.
So that's where you build up a reputation by blood on the glass.
That's
At an indoor competition.
That's where it
Oh my
started.
gosh.
That's where it
Okay.
began.
Okay.
And then from there, the next team we had was Petrichor, and we were out of the ranch for a season there.
Okay.
And we had Alex Jordan as our coach, and Grabowski actually did outside video for us.
So actually, all you did was you were drinking enough beer with Dave and Andre at the ranch. It's not a cross-skis.
Yeah, and then after a season there, we moved down to Frosties, and then we were jumping out of there. And that was, just by luck that the time worked out to get Andre as well.
And you actually took it. Or did you pledge and apply and go to tryouts and all that kind of stuff?
I was involved in some of these events previously.
I coached Steve last year on an 8-way team in the Great Revival, and we played silver in advance 8-way. So we kind of, you always have feelers out, right? And,
I guess you have to.
for sure. And yeah, Steve was always kind of a prospect, always somebody to watch. And then we did put him through a tryout process, as we do with everybody. It can be long and extensive, and a lot of talking and flying, but a lot of talking and personal questions and things like that. But,
Did you have an official tryout again with all the candidates, or did you separate them? How do you do it?
this one we didn't have as an official one as we did last year with the rebuild. We had a list of people that were considered, and we had communication with those, and then we wanted to find Steve and make some more calls, talk to more people, went through the process.
Oh, you had some scouts that you didn't know about that you were talking to find out.
No, we're transparent with everything. I was very transparent. I don't hold anything back from anybody else. But we went through our process. Eliminated people for whatever reasons, or continued to pursue people for whatever reasons.
Did you know him before, Chris? Before he came to the tryout?
Only a little bit, honestly. It was mainly from some of the videos that I ever just recorded. I think mainly in Chicago, actually. So, no, not very much.
Charlie?
Yeah,
Met before?
I met a handful of big way events. Actually, I think the first time I remember meeting him, we were flying 4-way together, flying inside at the Arizona tunnel with Chris and Billy.
Chris and Charlie.
But yeah, and then Great Revival, his 8-way team. I was doing most of the filming for them throughout the season before filming with Chris and at Nationals. But yeah, that's a little while.
How the small the world are. Joey and Chris are the ranch people too, right? Did you know them from the ranch already?
Briefly, yeah. Yeah, actually, I went to a 4-way camp they're holding at the ranch many years ago. Yeah, so first met them.
And you are kind of also a newer generation, obviously, at least after your longer break in 4-way, if you can say so. It was interesting. I had this conversation, was it yesterday or whenever, with, I don't know if anybody has seen it, with Hayabusa's Michele Silvi.
Mm-hmm.
And he was pointing out, that the most successful teams these days are trying to find a combination between the experience and youth people, youth guys.
For sure.
After that, he was the Italian team, and the Polish Open was the opposite. Very all the experienced competitors in Italy together, not the combination of experience and talent. So it's interesting. Looking at some of the lineups in kind of from a different perspective. How are you trying to recruit half the new generation to get to the top, or get the best in from the top and then leave it where it is? You probably have experiences with that.
Yeah, I haven't seen the interview with Mike yet, but I think that there is a higher level of thought where we need to continue to grow the sport, and with as competitive as it is at the top, you need to have a good 3-year plan, and in that plan, it should be that we're seeing the potential in recruiting some of the younger people that are driven and motivated to do that, so that we can continue to push the sport, but also that in the end it's going to give us the best results for the team, I believe. And I think that is a trend that's happening, especially in the past, I would say like 5 years, like since Airspeed took Chris and Joey, they kind of followed that as well. And I kind of did the same thing last year, and we're continuing to do that, where we see the growth that needs to happen, and then also the potential for those younger people, and knowing that even though it's be the top, it's a multi-year commitment, and having that longer term and that longer plan is more conducive in those environments.
And they need to see that there's an opportunity for them also to get there. Like the people in the Czech Republic or in France, they have the young people now coming out of the junior teams into the national teams. So when others see that it can happen, they know what they're doing.
You're right, and that motivation factor is big for younger people to keep them involved in that there is a path and it is achievable. I mean, with the proper work ethic and dedication, it is achievable, and I think that is helping us to continue to grow and push people.
You still need the leadership, of course, and the experience, and that's why the combination is always a good one. You've been in the leadership position now probably already for a while. Difficult, challenging? Are you sometimes getting a little tired of it? Would you like to, like Drew Epic, your best buddy over many years? Let's go back to an XPA scenario. You just one of the key members doing your job and not organizing the whole thing.
I think he loves us making him mad. He just
Whether he wants to admit it or not.
no, but he is right. I don't think I would have taken on the responsibility last year if I really didn't, if I didn't love it. And selecting a good team around me helps that. In the first year, I think everybody was under the understanding that I did have more of a leadership role. But as we're progressing through this season, one of the high-level goals is to grow everybody as that leader and share those responsibilities, because in the dynamic of the team it's very important, where it's not just one person doing everything. We're a unit,
now you're talking about the previous year where you had already the same situation as you have now. It is.
I mean, it's very, very different replacing essentially 4 with video as well last year than just replacing 1 this year. I mean, it's for sure easier. That's numbers, you can't really argue with that. With Chris and Keith in the back already having a year under their belt and hearing everything the same, it's a lot easier to manage and to get us up to speed faster.
And Charlie, I'm sure, is part of that.
Perfect, Charlie.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's probably sometimes very helpful to have somebody not really active, in front of the camera, giving some feedback from, especially if you have somebody who's experienced on.
And I mean, Charlie's just fantastic. Like the video is always great. Like we don't have to worry about that side of it, so it makes the everything way easier and more efficient as well. And he knows the structure and how everything runs, so he knows what his responsibilities are, and to be able to not worry about any of that is a big factor as well.
So what is the trick to continue? I mean, now there's the founders of the Rhythm Project are now gone, at least in the foreground. They're probably somewhere in the background still.
For sure. Yeah.
And but in the direct lineup or so, there's nobody.
Well, I was about to get.
So you have to buy into it mentally, psychologically, to identify with what they created, and you became a part of it.
Yeah.
And now you're the leadership.
We have core values that like kind of the program is based around and what we believe in. And through the tryout process, if the candidate is not in line with those, then it's not going to be the right fit.
Can I ask what they are? Your main?
Yeah, I mean, we want to promote competition. We want to push ourselves to be the best. We want to be a good example for the sport. We want to give back. We want to grow ourselves as individuals and teammates.
Good.
I think I have rehearsed that a couple of times.
5 or how many?
I think about 5. Yeah, I mean, we have them. They are listed in a document.
Your team room is extremely interesting anyway. So.
Oh yeah, we need to extend that timeline now.
Yeah.
That's a catch.
Yeah, it's like 6 years old.
You got somewhere to do days like this, when you stop by the wind today, so you can work on the wall there.
But to get a whole new wall to put it on again.
The wall of shame, the wall of rhythm shame, the wall of rhythm fame. So
Fame,
yes,
there you
shame.
History. Yeah, that's a cool timeline. We should take a picture of that.
Yeah, I have photos. I have to get some updates. So it would be nice. Like, maybe one day we're going to make an interview in the team room with the camera having this in the background. It's really interesting. Somebody who visits Sky of Sebastian asked for the wall of fame, the rhythm wall of fame.
Let us extend it first. Let us finish the timeline and then we can
Clean it up first.
Yeah.
You're using it. It's locked now, I saw.
Mhm.
Usually it's open, so there are some
It
secrets.
should always be locked. Unless we're here.
Yeah, there's probably some value in that.
A little bit of that.
But for today, you're done. That's
Yeah, and we've had a good camp already. We've done 36 in 4 days, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
We did one this morning, and then the winds picked up, gusting over 25 on a large spread. So,
hurricane season is over. You may get lucky here now in Florida.
yeah, we have one more day tomorrow, and then we have a little bit of a break, and then back in
Yeah. So that's the way you're talking back and forth between now Sebastian and
yeah. We try to, I think, in December we have like 6 more days of jumping, but then January and February, January we have another
8 or 9 days.
Yeah. And then pretty much back in the tunnel before the indoor meet, so it'll be tunnel focused through the end of January and February.
And the Shamrock in March.
Yep. On the
Yeah,
calendar.
see what that brings. Yeah, it will be interesting. So, Steve, was this your first camp with a indoor, outdoor, anything with a
First time.
first outdoor?
We were
So it was a 3-day camp, 4-day camp.
You're about 90 minutes a day.
Yeah, well, that's more than enough anyway. Me at least. I don't know what the others can manage. So what is your impression so far? Who is SDC Resin next to?
It is
You didn't expect that question, right? Not prepared for that question.
No, not at all.
See how Doc answered the questions about what are the main components? Here you go.
It is a amazing team of scout hours that I'm very happy to be a part of, and look forward to a great future with.
Good answer. How many years did you have sign up for?
The rest of us all
You have a
over.
contract, right?
Yeah, somewhere between now and I can't do this anymore. Hopefully, many years to come.
Coming the next Doc Barron when he retires in 20 years.
20 years? Yeah,
No, Chris is ahead of you in this seniority, right? He would be the next one.
Seniority? What do you, like age?
Well, I didn't want to ask that if I talk new generation and new people, so I'm not going to ask that question. So you can look it up for me somewhere. No, it's more important to have new people in ages. I mean, look at me, age. I was jumping at the nationals, right?
Yeah.
I applied over and over again as soon as an SDC Rhythmic Speed slot becomes open. I apply and I get rejected over and over again. I don't know.
It must have got lost in the mail or something last time.
Okay, I lied. This time I did. Okay, but I could be the living evidence for that. Like you take me at least to the tryouts once, and then age doesn't matter.
That's true. Yeah. Age is only what you feel. Yeah. Only by a couple of days.
So one more day here, and
One
then
day.
a little break, and then back to indoor,
Yeah, a little break, then back to indoor.
and then back out here. So it's like a switching back and forth.
Yeah. The winter time becomes a little bit more logistically challenging with having different locations and kind of far places. So we try to do a good job of minimizing our travel in between. Like if we go somewhere, we'll be there for like 2 weeks, and then we'll have time off. And go back south for 2 weeks. Creative scheduling is something I'm pretty good at now. I've been doing it for so many years, but
Do everything we can to stay on top of both sides of it.
At least you can do it. You have Sebastian as kind of a part of the business.
Our support is second to none, and we're very fortunate to have everybody on our side for sure. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to do what we do without their support, so we're super happy for that. Very fortunate.
Yeah, it's a little trickier for team. I look at Next at the moment too. They have new lineup changes too.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. How many the opportunity to jump outdoors is just more difficult for teams who are coming from the north.
For sure, it is. Yeah, we really have to have some sort of winter home to go to.
Maybe it's kind of Midwest. They have to look for a winter home too. I hear that the Texas Spaceland is also how many it's called. I heard they have
They've had Clues for a while.
Yeah.
For like, probably 8 years at least. That was one of the first drop zones that they bought.
So they need a team in a Spaceland team.
There you
Doing
go.
the same thing. Texas in the winter, Florida in the summer.
Scott Lockman's talking, right?
Talk to them.
You guys share
We
the.
can do a team together.
There you go. And you share the. Didn't you make your jump on the first day?
First jump on the same day.
The same year?
May 18th, 1980, yes. The same day, same year, everything, same day. When we found that out, that was quite something.
Yeah, because we were training with Prison when you were up at XP, and you guys were talking about that.
Okay. Well, I guess the green light is on. So,
It seems like it's been on for a little bit here.
thank you very much for for taking the time for a little NSL live talk. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kurt.
Thank you much.
Keep us up to date.
Yeah.
And then next time, you know what? Maybe it's only a 2-hour trip, so maybe we can talk to Keith next time too. So we're gonna ask him all the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do an interview with just Keith. You and Keith, face to face.
I support this.
Be ready for it. Keith. It's coming at you. All right. Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
Good luck
Thank
with
you.
your last
Great
day.
trip.